Hello and welcome back to my Ultimate Iron Man series. In this video, I'm going to go back to Zulrah to get a few more Zulrah scales because I'm pretty low. As you can see here, I have a full blowpipe and then I only have a little under 6,000 Zulrah scales in my looting bag. And I don't even have full charges on my trident yet either, so I need to charge that up as well. I definitely want to get a few thousand Zulrah scales, maybe like 30,000 or 40,000 at least, because I will need a lot of them for when I go to Inferno, which will be pretty soon. Basically, all I have to do is get enough Zulrah scales from Zulrah, and then I want to get some Dragon Bolts from Vorkath. I can't trade this guy, so I can't give him 300k. That's the funny thing. LOL, Erez Iron Man. Gotta love the Spanglish. Alright, anyway, I recently got the Herblore level, which is 87, to make anti-venoms. I didn't have that before. So this time I'm going to actually try making some anti-venoms and using those at Zulrah instead of the Serp Helm. This benefits me for a few reasons. One, if I'm not using the Serp Helm, I can use other DPS helms. And two, it saves a lot of Zulrah scales, since every kill when I use the Serp Helm, I lose quite a few Zulrah scales over time. And as for my setup, I'm going to show what I'm thinking about doing on the screen here. And I have the DPS compared to Void. And it looks like the non-Void option is significantly better than using Void. So most of you guys might be used to using Anti-Venom Pluses, but these are regular Anti-Venoms. Anti-Venom Pluses require level 94 and a Torstal. Now I have Torstals and I could technically boost for 94, but I don't think it's really worth it, so I'm just going to stick with these regular Anti-Venoms. If you don't know what regular Anti-Venoms do, according to the wiki, they instantly cure Venom, and they also provide Venom immunity for between 18 to 36 seconds. Probably need to use about 2 to 3 doses per kill, so I'm going to take that into account when making these. I'm not going to make all of these into Anti-Venoms because first of all, I don't have enough scales, and second of all, I wouldn't want to waste all those scales anyway, because there's not many places where I'd use Anti-Venom, honestly. Alright, and there is 372 doses of Anti-Venom. If I need any more, I'll just make some later, but that'll probably last me at least like 150 kills, I would think, maybe even 200. It's not like I'd have to always drink an Anti-Venom when I'm Venomed. I tank a little bit of the damage, especially near the end of the kill, since I'm just going to be teleporting to my house in between kills anyway. Alright, so I got everything out of Hespori, and my looting bag is completely full right now. And I even have some excess nature runes I have to hold on to in my inventory. But I think it's about time I retire the nature rune stack. There really aren't that many places where I have to alch these days, and if there are, I can just buy nature runes as I need to. These are mostly just from Gauntlet. And if I ever do Gauntlet again, I'll get plenty more nature runes. Zulrah doesn't really drop many alchables. The only things I could think of are like the Dragon Medhelm and the Dragon Halberd, and I can always just use my daily free alchs from the Explorer's Ring whenever I get any alchables. So yeah, we're gonna sell these nature runes to Ali Morrison here. 90 coins each, okay, that's not too bad. Alright, and you may have noticed that I don't have a helmet on currently. We're gonna do something about that. We're gonna come over here to Relica and buy a Farseer helmet. It's a pretty good magic helmet, and it's not too expensive. There we go, 78k. It's a little more than I thought, honestly, but I think the extra bonuses will be worth it. As you can see here, it gets +6 magic. Alright, I think we got my setup here now. So we got the Robin Hood hat for ranged, and of course we get the Ring of Suffering for both styles. And these bolts are they're going to be used for Vorkath eventually. They're left over from Cox. So I'm just keeping them in that slot because I don't have any looting bag space. Then we have the Mage Switch, which is looking pretty solid. And I think I'm going to go get some runes for Vengeance as well. Because not only is Vengeance really good DPS, but it's required for combat diaries. And so since I'll be on the Lunar Spellbook, I'll actually need a way to get to my house. So I'm going to use my Quest Cape for that, which is one reason why I wanted to get this thing back. Okay, this is insane. I actually have 0 space. Like, look at this. I have 5 food. I have these prayer potions with me, which I might need. I hope I don't, but I have to keep them in my inventory anyway because my looting bag is full. Oh, this is going to be rough, man. I kind of hope I end up not needing the Serp Helm because now I'm kind of wanting to dismantle it because it's pretty, this is pretty rough. Plus, I'm going to get some Chaos Runes as a drop, and I'm going to get some Grapes as a drop. and those will have to go in my inventory because I don't have any space in my looting bag. The kills should be really quick though because I have Vengeance and I have Rigor. I didn't have Rigor last time, so that should make a pretty big difference here. See how quickly we can set a new PB. Oh, and also I need to check out some of these combat diary tasks too. One of them is making sure that your last hit on Zulrah is a Venge hit, and then a lot of the other ones are just do it quickly. Doing it under 120 should be easy because I've already done that before. It just didn't count. Because of the blowpipe nerf, they like reset time trials for that. Kill 3 snakelings simultaneously, that's actually going to be pretty annoying. Probably would want to go catch a Chen, maybe. Or I'd have to like hope 3 of them just hit me at the exact same time. Yeah, there's the finishing blow of Vengeance spell, and perfect Zulrah shouldn't be too bad. The snakelings will be a little annoying, I'll just have to kill them and hope they don't hit me. And yeah, any of the last 2 are just pretty much impossible, honestly, without better gear. But yeah, here goes nothing. Oh, before starting this kill, I just realized I'm being dumb, and I forgot that I could just go ahead and put these Zulrah scales into my Serp Helm. It was actually uncharged. So whenever I get Zulrah scales, I'll just fill up my Serp Helm and my blowpipe. And then after that, we'll start putting excess ones in this inventory spot here. There's the first Zulrah kill. That was really close there. I got Venomed again at the end. We're actually not going to pick up these coconuts here. Yeah. Pretty bad time, though. A little unlucky, honestly. Let's get to my house quickly before I die. Yeah, this could be an issue since I don't have an instant teleport to my house. If I were to die right there, that'd be bad. Looks like I just made it in time, too. Yeah, I just didn't want to use an extra dose of anti-venom. But it looks like my 2 doses per kill was about right. I just got greedy and tried to use 1. That's a safe death, by the way, whenever you die in your house. Hey, okay, we got the finished Zulrah off with Vengeance done. That was a little close there. I got hit pretty hard. Ooh, unfortunately, I don't really have space for U-logs either, and they're not that great, so I'm going to leave these on the ground, actually. Come on. I think that was under 1:20. Yay. It was not a PB, but we did get the Zulrah Speed Trialist from that. Nice. I guess we'll be holding on to these Chaos Runes for a while. They'll be pretty useful when we need to recharge the Trident. So that's 1 less space I have. Oh, no. Oh, it's getting pretty crowded. Nice. And that should be perfect Zulrah, too. Yep, there it is. Speeding right through these tasks, man. And we got some teleports to get back here quickly. Awesome. Now we just got to kill 3 at the same time, and then it's just time challenges. Oh, there we go. The first elite clue scroll of this video. And a pretty good alchable there with the Dragon Halberd. We'll go, like I said before, we'll go get my Explorer's Ring in order to alch that. Alright, we actually managed to complete the elite. So nice to not get Wildy Steps. Let's see what's in it. Dragon Square Shield Ornament Kit. I literally just got that, like, not even that long ago. Yeah, that's a duplicate. And the other drops are kind of bad. But I guess I can use these tuna potatoes for this next Zulrah trip instead of my Manta Rays. Oh, this is my first Adamant Bars drop. I kind of forgot about this. So, actually, I don't have space for this. I think I'm just going to, like, make the darts as I go with the Adamant Bars. I know I have, like, no space, but I don't know what else I do with it. And by the way, it's been over 400 kills since I got my last Zulrah Unique. I think it was at, like, 817, and I'm now at 1,223. So this is kind of ridiculous. Honestly, it's surely I've got to get a Unique sometime soon. Alright, yeah, that wasn't so bad. I definitely will just make the dart tips as I get them. And then I can just come over here and buy some feathers. Let's see, 200 feathers. Then fletch the darts real quick and put them right in my blowpipe. Okay, I have filled up both my blowpipe and my Serp Helm, so now I do need to start allocating a space for Zulrah scales, so I really don't have much space to work with here. Especially because I have Zalander teleports now, so it's gonna get kind of awkward. I'm gonna have to figure something out here. I might have to get rid of a switch or two. Okay, I think I actually am gonna dismantle the Serp Helm. I'm trying to think of where I would use it, and it seems like I pretty much only use it at Zulrah, but I don't need it at Zulrah anymore because I'm using anti-venoms. I know it would be good at Sarah God War's dungeon because you can guarantee that you venom the minions with the blowpipe and the Serp Helm, like I said earlier. But it's not really like necessary, and I don't even know if I'll go to Sarah God War's dungeon at all. Yeah, and it's technically nice for Tob, but like it's not really worth using ever just for using it for melee because it just eats scales so much. I'm really been debating this for a little bit now. Zammy, no. Zammy and DKs I pretty much would want to do on task anyway, so the Serp Helm wouldn't be good there. I think I'm just going to get rid of it, and it's going to give me 20,000 scales, which is also really nice, and obviously free up a spot. So, I guess we'll uncharge it and dismantle it. I've had this since almost a year now. Actually, probably around a year. It was around September, October of 2020. Alright, I'm going to do it. There it is. Alright, it's gone. The Serpentine Helm is gone, and we are 20,000 Zulrah scales richer. Yeah, still no unique item this video, and actually no unique item for like 430-something kills in a row now without a unique. I also haven't broken my PB yet, and I think I've realized that the last time I did Zulrah, the blowpipe nerf hadn't happened yet, so I guess even with the fact that I have Rigor now and didn't before, I guess it's just probably not going to break this PB unless I get better darts, unfortunately. Okay, there's my first grapes drop of this video. I do want to keep these because I do need to get 91 cooking for a diary. Well, and eventually 95 cooking for another diary, but I'm referring to the Artie diary, which I'm pretty close to being able to do. So, yeah, I guess I'll have to keep these and just have, like, no space for food. Figured something out. I definitely can't use them as I go. That's just not possible. Alright, I just decided to use my extra life there because I didn't want to have to teleport out. And I think I get another extra life not too long from now, just a few hours from now, so... It puts you at full HP. So I think that's worth it because it'll help me finish the kill. Let's see if using the extra life was worth it. Well, you know what? It got me a kill, so I think that's worth. I decided to just go ahead and put my Mystic Boots, my POH. So I'll just do takeoffs. I'll take off the occasions when I'm maging, which will be a little annoying, but whatever. It does give me that extra space because I obviously do want to keep the grapes. Oh my god, I just killed 3 snakes at the same time accidentally. I'm glad I didn't go out of my way to do it. They just got recoiled to death. Oh, that's awesome. So now the only tasks left are speedrunning tasks, which I'm probably not going to get done. Alright, there is 1,300 Zulrah KC. Nice little milestone there. But unfortunately, still no uniques. And I just ran out of charges too. So it looks like I'm getting about 100 kills with my full treaded. There it is, 1317 KC. That is 500 Zulrah kills without a unique item. This is very sad. I really hope this luck changes soon. Oh my god, that was a PB. Wow, 103. My previous time was like, I think it was 108. So that's pretty decent. Beat my PB by like 5 seconds. I thought that was really quick. Awesome, took long enough. Right, Elite Casket from Zulrah. Is that new? Dragon Full Helm Ornament Kit. Wow. Yeah. I guess that's gonna be a drop because there's no way in hell I'm ever getting a Dragon Full Helm. Well, whatever. At least it's for the collection log. Oh my god, that's a lot of purple sweets too. Not bad. Okay, that was really quick. I don't think that was a PB, but that was pretty quick. Yeah, 117. Not as quick as I thought, but there's a little milestone. 1350 KC, still no unique. And here's a little update on my recent drop log. Look at all those kills without a single unique. It's pretty sad now. Oh my god, no! No! I was so close to not dying at Zulrah. Honestly, though, I'm actually glad I died there instead of Zulrah. I think it's a little bit easier to get my stuff from there than at Zulrah. Oh, man. I got so unlucky at the end there. Zulrah was so low. This is right by a Fury Ring, though. This is just so much better than dying at Zulrah. Alright, that's going to be my last Zulrah kill. As you can see, I only have 4 recoil charges in my Suffering, so either way, I'd have to go Death Pile, or like, I'd have to go Death Bank in order to get more charges, but I have enough scales for a little while, and I just don't feel like doing any more Zulrah. It's kind of depressing when you're not getting any drops for 578 kills without a unique, so yeah. We're done for now. We're going to go do some other things now. I need to make the all my Runite ore into Rune Dart tips, actually. Let's do that. Actually, before I do anything else, I just remembered the only clue I need to turn in for a master at Watson is a medium. So I'm going to catch some eclectic Iplings here real quick and try to get a medium and attempt a master. Because Vorkath does drop elites, so if there's a chance that I can't do an elite, it'd be nice to be able to turn an elite in. Since I can't turn one in right now, since I already have one turned in. If that makes sense. Alright, I got the medium. Here we go. Let's hopefully get a master that I can do. The first step. Alright, a Sherlock step. Here we go. Hopefully this works out. Oh my god, I got the master casket. Thank god, because I had the death pile for this. Here we go. Okay. I keep getting these hoods for some reason. I think that's my 3rd hood. I guess since I did get a unique, that makes it worth it, even though it's a pretty crappy one. The blood runes aren't bad either, honestly. Yeah, let's see my collection here. Yeah, we got Piscarilius, Hosidius, and now Arceus. Alright. Alright, I'm dyed to Hesperia again, and I'm ready to start making all of my Runite ore into Rune Dart tips. So I should get about, little over 7,000 Rune Darts, so that's pretty cool. But first, I do need to make some Rune Darts in Varrock. So I'm going to go ahead and just make the rune bar here. Then we're going to go to the Varrock Anvil to smith this into dart tips, and then put the feathers on it, and we'll go ahead and have that elite diary task complete for the future. Alright, here we are at the Varrock Anvil, so we should just be able to smith these dart tips here. Attach the feathers, and there we go. Got the elite diary task completed in Varrock. Time to actually go to the blast furnace and make all of these into Rune Darts tips for real. I'm actually going to just make them into Rune Dart tips and not the darts yet, because I'm going to Vorkath afterwards, and Vorkath also drops Rune Dart tips. So that way when I'm done with Vorkath, I'll have this big stack of Rune Dart tips. That way I can make them all into Rune Darts at the very end. And now Runite ore requires 8 coal each normally, but since this is the blast furnace, it requires half that amount, so it requires 4 each. So I do a full inventory of Runite ore and 4 full inventories of coal. And I've already kind of forgotten how many I've done, not gonna lie. I think this is the 3rd one, but I'm not sure. Better to try to put too much than to put not enough, because I have way too much coal. Because I only need 4 times the amount of coal as Runite ore, so I'm kind of set there. There's the last of the Runite ore made into dart tips. We now have 7,330 Rune Dart tips. We didn't really get much XP from this. Apparently only like 55k, but it wasn't about the XP. It's about the darts themselves. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm just going to drop this coal over to my other account. It's not really worth holding at all. The only reason I have it is because I got quite a bit from Chambers and I had room for it at the time. But I definitely have way too many items now, so yeah, I will drop that over. And then next on the list is I do want to get all these tree seeds of papayas and palms made into saplings and planted before I start Vorkath. Then I also want to make my snapdragons into super restores. Since Vorkath actually doesn't drop any herbs, That would clear up space. And then also I'll need to make all my Lantidymes into anti-fires for Vorkath, obviously, since Vorkath uses Dragonfire. I actually just remembered that I did want to make a bunch of recoils for my Suffering just in advance for the next time I do Zulrah, since I have a pretty clean inventory now. Plus, when I go to Inferno, it is nice to just be able to do a little bit of recoil damage, because it doesn't really make much of a difference, but it could potentially save you if something had like 1 or 2 HP and was about to kill you, and you were able to finish it off of recoil damage. So I'm buying sapphires from here at the shop in Keldegrim. Then I'm gonna run over to the blast furnace and make some gold. Alright, I think I'm done with making recoils for now. That's just a little over 2,000 charges. It's a decent amount. If I ever need more, I'll just do it some other time in the future. But for now, as you can see, I got quite a few fruit tree saplings left, so I still do need to wait a few days to finish planting all those, and I'm going to continue doing some more fishing in the meantime, which is what I've been doing. Just kind of AFKing fishing on the side here, because I do eventually want to get to level 91 for the Elite Mauritania Diary, so that's a very long ways away. Hey, there's 85 fishing. So whenever I need to do the Wilderness Elite Diary, I have the requirement to catch a dark crab. So that's pretty cool. Alright, I think it's about time I go ahead and get all my red spider eggs I need to make all my Snapdragons into Super Restorers. So I'm just going to go with this setup here. Just, you know, decent amount of damage, but not my max strength setup or anything. I don't want to, like, take too much out of Hespora yet. Alright, there's the final Super Restores made. I'm now up to a total of 5,117 doses of Super Restore, so quite a bit there. And there's level 98 farming, just one more until we've maxed out the skill. Alright, there's another fishing level, level 86. And there's 87 fishing. I can now fish sacred eels in Zulrah, which is actually a pretty big unlock, because that's the only other way to get Zulrah scales besides killing Zulrah itself. So that's a pretty good way to spend some time AFK. So I actually tried out quite a bit of sacred eel fishing today and got a little over 3,300 Zulrah scales, which is pretty nice. Just kind of AFK and get. It wasn't as AFK of a fishing method as I thought. It was pretty much similar to barbarian fishing, like the fishing spots changed about just as regularly, but obviously your inventory doesn't fill up as quickly. Anyway, I got a few clues to open here, and as you can tell, I've already got my Darox out of the stash unit, and I'm going to get ready to go to Nightmare Zone to get a few points to imbue my Salve Amulet. But yeah, first let's open these beginner caskets that I got from fishing. Of course. Yep. And yeah, okay, nothing good there. So I'm actually kind of excited to do some Nightmare Zone because I haven't gotten to use my claws there yet. So whenever I get the power up that lets you have a lot of special attacks, that'll probably be some pretty damn good XP. And yeah, I only need a few Nightmare Zone points. I believe it's 800,000 to imbue a Salve Amulet, but I want to get quite a bit more than that just so I can, you know, unimbue and imbue a few things in the future. Like maybe I'll want to unimbue my Berserker Ring so I can put it in my looting bag, for instance, and that way I have enough points to imbue it again, and stuff like that. So yeah, plus I'm pretty close to an attack level. I might actually just finish this attack level off, honestly. We'll see how I'm enjoying it here. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys again when I'm done. And as you can see in my inventory, I only have 2 papaya saplings left. So I'll plant those tomorrow, and I should be ready to go to Vorkath. I'm finishing up an hour-long session here in Nightmare Zone. I actually just ran out of overload, so I think I'm just going to camp here without overloads for the rest of these absorption potions here. Might as well use them up. And then I think I'm going to be done. I'm up to nearly 1.4 million points now, so that's honestly plenty. And I don't know, I just don't feel like doing Nightmare Zone, so yeah, after that I'll go put my Darox up and go imbue a Salve Amulet and get ready to do Vorkath. And I gained a little passive Slayer XP because I actually have a Black Demons task. So I was at Hespora here, taking a few things out and starting to fill up my looting bag with stuff. And I just realized I've kind of forgot 2 very important things before Vorkath. First of all, I need to make more bolts because I only have 750 ruby bolts E, which is that alone is probably not enough, but I also need to make diamond bolts too. Now, I don't need nearly as many diamond bolts as I do ruby bolts, because you start out the kill with ruby bolts and you switch to diamond bolts when Vorkath gets pretty low, like around like 250 HP or so. Because ruby bolts special attack does damage based on the monster's current health. So at lower HP, they're actually pretty bad. So yeah, I need to make some diamond bolts and probably just a few more ruby bolts, maybe get it the stack to like 850 or so, and then maybe like 350 diamond bolts. Also forgot that I need to make anti-fires, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and make all of these Lantodimes into anti-fires as well, so that way I don't have to hold on to more Lantodimes, so it's one less space. I previously dropped over the remaining coal to my normal account, so that was kind of dumb to do that early. I knew something felt off. I just couldn't put my finger on it, but yeah, I just forgot about doing this, so yeah. I'll have to buy my own coal. It's not a huge deal. It'll just cost a little bit of extra money, though. And I'm just going to make the Addy bolts with this setup here. It's not very efficient, but I don't feel like death piling again. Oh yeah, and I'll be using my Elite Void for Vorkath since that's best in slot. That does make it so I have to have 2 extra bag spaces for my Carol's Top and D'hide Chaps, but I don't think it'll be too big of a deal. And even if I'm out of looting bag space, I don't mind having like 1 or 2 random items in my inventory. I think the extra DPS will be worth it. But yeah, anyway, that means I can alch my Barrows gloves. That does free up an extra spot, so that's cool. I don't know why I was thinking it would take a while to make all the adamant bolts, but yeah, it was just a few inventories, like maybe like 4 of my scuffed inventories, 4 to 5, and yeah, we got plenty of adamant bolts now. I'm thinking I'm going to make 250 ruby bolts E to give me 1,000 total, and since you're supposed to switch to diamond bolts at 35% HP, then obviously I'll only need 35% of the amount of ruby bolts as diamond bolts. So in that case, it would be 1,000 ruby bolts total and 350 diamond bolts. Now it's time to get some blue dragon scales because that's the secondary ingredient for anti-fires. So the best way to do that is to just use that mythical cape in my house, and then I can come over here and walk by these dragons. Now, you could technically die here, and I do have stuff in Hespori, but it's very unlikely. I mean, I have my dragon shield on. It's just gotta be careful. And then we just collect these scales here. I guess I'll put on Prey Melee, why not? Because I'm actually taking a shit ton of damage. So we collect these scales, and then you just use the Pestle and Mortar on them to make them into dust. Alrighty, here's the final anti-fire potions being made. So that puts us at a total of 531 doses, so that should be plenty, because I really shouldn't be using more than 1 dose per kill, and really probably even less than that. So yeah, I think we're looking good here. So now I think the only thing left is to just find a setup for Vorkath. Alright, so I got my Salve Amulet E, so time to imbue it for 800,000 points. And I'll get 80% of these points back when I unimbue it, so it doesn't really actually cost that many points, if you think about it that way. Alright, I just remembered I do need to get some Dust Runes, actually. Dust Runes are amazing at Vorkath because they're used for both Teleport to House and for Crumble Undead. Currently, I just have Air and Earth Runes in my rune pouch, so that would free up a spot. And as you can see, I actually took everything out of Hespori, and I am just cramped. Like, I just can't do anything with this inventory, so I'm also going to have to debate about dropping maybe like 2 or 3 things for my looting bag, and I have some things in mind, but I'll have to sleep on it a bit, I think. And tomorrow I can plant these papayas. They're my fruit trees aren't ready yet, so yeah, we might be saying farewell to some items that I've had for a while, so that'll be pretty sad. I wasn't recording, but I just got a Dust Battle Staff back. No way, dude. That's actually crazy. It's 1 out of 4,000 from these. I've only killed like maybe 100 or so just to try to get some Dust Runes. Well, I guess I'll keep the Dust Staff again. This is like the 3rd or 4th one I've gotten. And, you know, this is the first time I've gotten it since losing that last one at Chambers. Yeah, so I think I might as well keep it and get rid of the Dust Runes. Instead, we can put some other types of runes in here. Now, the only issue is that when teleporting my house and killing the spawn, I do have to equip the Dust Staff. So that's a little annoying, but I think that's a small price to pay for the convenience of it. So I've died to Hespori again, because I really need to think of some items to get rid of. I'm thinking about like 3 or 4 items, but I'm not entirely sure quite yet. I did just realize, though, I still have these super energies. I do want to do a bunch of agility and make a few of them in the staminas. I'm not going to make all of them in the staminas, though. That would take way too long. I'm also going to alch all of these dragon arrows while doing agility, because the only real use they would have is with a T-bow, and, well, I haven't got a T-bow yet, and I might not ever get one, and I don't plan to go to chambers anytime soon. Yes, they really serve me no purpose, and they alch for a pretty good amount. They alch for 480 each, so I'll do agility until I at least finish alching all those, and then I also want to go ahead and plant all these Irrit seeds, at least, because I'm thinking about getting rid of my seed box. The only thing I have left in it is limpworts and toadflax, so I'll probably get rid of those. I might plant a few toadflax, because I do already have a stack, but I'm not, there's no way I'm going to plant all of these. It's really easy to get more toadflax seeds, too. And then there's a few other items I'm thinking about getting rid of, and I'll decide on that later. I'll have plenty of time to make up my mind while doing some agility here. So I guess I'll see you guys back with any levels and other milestones, and also when I've made my decision of what to get rid of. Oh my god, I wasn't recording. Dude. I just never record while doing skilling because I don't expect these things to happen. Oh my god, this is my second ever skilling pet. I got Rocky on my main at like really low thieving level. Holy shit, this is such a good one too. I love the giant squirrel. No way. No way, dude. Holy crap. Dude, I'm in disbelief. That was so unexpected. I've just started doing agility today too. I've done like 8 laps today. Dude, that was so unexpected. Oh my god. Time to insure it. I gotta go insure this baby. Alright, so we're at Pro Beta now. I'm gonna use the squirrel and insure it forever before I forget. For the 500k. There we go. That's the third pet on this account. Now the thing about the giant squirrel is it actually has a metamorphosis option. You can make it the dark squirrel, but you need dark acorn from hallowed sepulchre. So I've been wanting to do sepulchre, so that's definitely something I'll be looking forward to doing eventually. Hey, and there's level 85 agility. That actually means I can boost +5 to do the RD course now, which is actually one of the last diary tasks I have for RD. I'll probably do that pretty soon. I kind of just want to wait to get a summer pie from somewhere, because I'll probably get one from an elite clue or Cerberus or something in the future. No real reason to use a spicy stew boost. And there's level 86 agility. I'm getting close to done with alching all of these dragon arrows, so shouldn't be too much longer, hopefully. I've been doing this for quite a few days now. It's been taking much longer than I expected. Alright, I am completely bored with agility. I'm just going to alch the rest of the dragon arrows just standing here, running to other places, but I do have 180 marks of grace we can turn in. We're going to turn all those in for amylase, and should get 1800 amylase. Alright, that's the last of the amylase used up, and that brings us to a total of 4,169 doses of stamina potions. And like I said, I'll just be dropping the rest of these super energies. Whenever I need more staminas in the future, it'll be very easy to get more, and it's much easier to get super energies than it is to get the amylase. Alright, so I've been thinking long and hard about what items I need to get rid of, because I've started putting some items in my looting bag, and I am now down to 1 space remaining. And these are all items I, without a doubt, definitely am keeping. Yeah, I still need to drop the super energies over. That was a no-brainer. As for some other items, though, I believe I'm going to get rid of the Arm's robe skirt, since it's only used at like Cox and Zulrah, and it's not like that big of an upgrade over Mystic. My purple sweet stack, which I have been saving for a very long time, but at the end of the day, it's really would only be useful for like maybe like Sarah God Wars and ranged Bandos God Wars, and I could always get more in the future too, even though this is from a shit ton of clues. And the Bandos cloak actually, but the Bandos cloak I would only temporarily be getting rid of. I'll explain it more in a bit. And lastly, I would like to point out that I'm going to end up keeping the seed box in Hespori. I've been wanting to get rid of it for a while, and what I'm going to do here is just kind of leave it to fate. If I die at Vorkath, it'll be wiped because it'll be in here when I die, and you lose any items that are still in here when you die again. And if I somehow do a bunch of Vorkath and I don't die one time, then I guess I'll keep the seed box around a little bit longer. But I still do have plans of getting rid of it eventually. Alright, so here's what I was talking about earlier with the Bandos cloak. So as you guys probably know and have heard plenty of times, once you store something in here, you can't take it out until you complete the whole set. The reason I've been holding it is because a Bandos cloak, a Bandos plate body, and a Bandos God Sword are used to fill a master stash unit. So I've been thinking there's a good chance I might get a BGS one day, so it'd be really annoying if I also got a Bandos plate body and then I had stored this away and couldn't access it anymore. But I've decided that if I happen to get those other two items, I will just grind out clues until I finish the entire Bandos Vestment set. So I am going to store this away now. And it is gone until I finish that set. And as you can see, I actually have the Crozier as well, so it's 4 more pieces. Alright, there's the Arms Robe Skirt gone, there's the Super Energies gone, and I have to wait for these purple sweets. Yeah, I gotta wait a minute for the purple sweets to spawn here, because food and potions don't actually show up in the wilderness. I always forget about that. Alright, and the purple sweets are gone as well. Had someone help take them for me, because I actually couldn't transfer any of them, because my normally isn't bonded right now. Alright, so I'm also going to make a few more antivenoms just in case. Probably do like 500 doses of antivenoms, and if I make a few extra, it's no big deal because they're still pretty good herbal XP, and I'm really close to a level 2, so couldn't bear just sitting on that forever. And there it is, the level 91 Herblore. I think I've made enough antivenoms to last quite a while now. And yeah, this is about as clean of an inventory as we can get. I know it's still pretty full, but yeah, this is almost max Vorkath setup. The only thing I'm really missing is the Dragonfire Ward, which I can only get from Vorkath. So that would be interesting to get. So anyway, this video is definitely long enough by now. Maybe even too long, honestly. So yeah, let's wrap things up here. So we got a lot done in this video, and we even dropped some items that I've had for a long time. But we're now geared and ready to do Vorkath, which is one of the last steps in my plan to do Inferno. So I hope you guys liked the video, and if you're enjoying the content so far, please feel free to leave a subscription, and have a nice day. Later.